Hey everybody, Michelle here. We are playing Elder Scrolls Arena, and in this video we're going to talk about the random quest feature. This is a good thing to do when you're first starting out and your character dies easily, but you still need to get some money so you can get spells or armor so that you don't die so easily. You can go up to any random NPC in the town and you can ask about rumors of work. And they will often direct you to an inn, or at least point you in the approximate direction of an inn where there is someone who's looking for some help with an escort or a delivery or something like that. And these are zero danger quests, small amount of money, but pretty safe to take on even if you're level 1. Our hero, Mirielle Valcourt, has just arrived in the small town of Carthburn Vale in High Rock, and she's seeking out a mysterious lady named Edward, I guess that's part of the mystery, looking for some easy work. And of course, she is immediately subjected to some street harassment. Nice one, Theodorian Hawkwing. And of course he's useless. So now Mirielle has to wander the streets of Carthburn Vale until she finds somebody who knows the name of the inn where this mysterious Edward lady is staying. All of the features of these towns are randomly generated based off of a certain set of assets for each province. But I think the effect can be kind of charming in a way. Ooh, a hedge maze. Let's find out if Guinevere, the lady of the hedge maze, knows anything about this. Aha! Gold pit. That sounds promising. Guinevere doesn't know the exact location of the gold pit, but she can tell us what direction to go, and if we keep asking people in that direction, eventually we'll be close enough that one of them will just take pity on us and write the name of it right on our map for us. Okay, so when you see the crescent moon on the shutters, that means that you're looking at an inn. And because this one is in approximately the direction I was pointed to, I'm just going to go ahead and check and see if it's the correct one. Okay, wow, no, we're at the unfortunate skull. I don't care how colorful it is. I think we're just going to turn around and leave now. And then I'll write the name here on the map. Of course, I don't have room to write that entire thing, but this way I'll know in case it's one of the taverns I have to go to later. Actually, you know what? That looks much worse. I'm just gonna, yeah. So the next inn she goes to ends up having an even worse name. But eventually she does find the correct inn by trial and error. The way these quests work is that you head for the bartender and then someone stops you via text before you get to him. So Mirielle can get 45 gold if she delivers a package to yet another horrifyingly named tavern. I mean, given that she's only being paid to literally walk down the street for a little while, it's a pretty good deal. The people in taverns tend to be rather on the unfriendly side. Actually, I am offended because I've just spent I don't know how many days rotting in a prison cell and I haven't had a chance for a bath yet, so maybe you should cut me a little slack. Inns have rooms that you can stay in if you need to heal, but they do cost money, of course. I spotted a temple behind this lady, but for now we're just going to pursue our new little quest. And basically this is how the early game works. It is interviewing a lot of NPCs to ask them where stuff is. You ask for rumors of work, and then you ask for directions to the tavern, and then you ask directions to somewhere else. Sometimes you have to deliver something to the Mages Guild, or to a temple, or to a store, but mostly you end up going to a lot of taverns. So since Mirielle arrived in town in the late afternoon, she wastes no time in getting as much work done as she can. At the Restless Goblin, someone asks her to escort an elderly woman by the name of Carolausa Woodsley to the Order of the Golden Tomb, which is a temple. Now, I had spotted a temple before. You can see them pretty clearly by the colorful stained glass windows. And they always have a sign with a goblet dripping what I hope is wine. But by the time she finishes this escort quest, it is dark outside. Now, once night falls in Carthgrim Vale, it becomes a little bit less safe to wander the streets. But this is actually a good way to get a little combat practice if you're so inclined. Oh, what's that? An orc? In this game there are no friendly orcs, they are all opponents, and they're a bit tougher than the goblins and rats that we've been dealing with. A buckler to replace the one I lost by dying, and a level of experience. You see a orc. So now I'm level 4, huzzah! A very productive day, I think, and we should call it a night. Ah, the Lucky Guard. Finally a tavern that seems like a decent place to spend the night. So let's do that. Let's rent ourselves a room. Get a room. haggle a little bit. I got the price down by 1 gold. Huzzah. It's only 6:37 in the evening. It gets dark early in the fall. Fun fact about this little village, since it's located just south of Far Run, that means during ESO times it would have been squarely in orc territory. Might explain the hostility of the little visitor we had earlier. Ah, and there's some dudes drinking right outside the room. That's not going to keep me up all night or anything. What a comfortable looking bed. Ah, I can't wait to just relax, have a good night's sleep. Now they don't let you save in ends for some reason. Oh wow! That orc really did a number on her, and so she stayed asleep for 24 hours. She has to pay for another night if she wants to finish healing. I bet we can talk him down to 9 gold again, don't you think? Hey, what you doing? Wow, okay, I got punched in the face by an orc a lot. Normally, Mirielle is extremely beautiful, I assure you. So, Mirielle is up bright and early at 4 a.m. and she's ready to start her day. And it's time to talk about what Mirielle is saving up all this money for. Why is she taking all of these jobs? Well, if she's going to survive a very dangerous quest, she's going to need some sort of spell to shield herself. These sort of teal-blue bricks are how you identify the local Mages Guild. And Mirielle's family is in good standing with the Mages Guild, has been for generations, which means she has access to their spell maker. Now, speaking out of character, any character can use it, but for the sake of our little story, it makes sense that her family would be longtime members and patrons of the Mages Guild. Now, at the Mages Guild, you can buy pre-made spells, but it's actually better to make your own if you know a little bit about how the system works. There are various effects. We're going to be creating a shield. Now, to cut down on the cost, you want to keep it at 1 hit point, but where you can spend a little more money is how many hits you gain as you level up. Each level, your spell will get more powerful, and that's much cheaper to buy, and over time as you level up, especially if you buy the spell early, you end up with just an insanely powerful shield spell, which did not cost an insane amount of money. Unfortunately, in order for it to be anywhere near the kind of mega powerful I want, it's going to cost her over 1,000 gold, which means we need to get busy making money. She's got 549 right now, and these quests she's doing, it's 40 to 60 gold a pop. So Mirielle's thought is, I gotta get out of this podunk little village and find a real city which can hopefully provide me with some more lucrative work. So where should she go? Well, the closest large city to where she is right now is Evermore. There's also Far Run, but it's a little bit farther away, so she's going to head southwest to the city-state of Evermore. At this time, Evermore is one of 8 different kingdoms within the province of High Rock. The best known are probably Wayrest and Daggerfall, but there's also Evermore, of course, North Point, Shornhelm, Camlorn, Far Run, and Johanna. Welcome to Evermore. Because it is on the border of the province, it has a long history of invasion both from the Red Guards of Hammerfell and also barbarians from the Reach. The city has managed to stand now for nearly 4,000 years, so they have a lot to be proud of, I think. Looks like we've got the whole day ahead of us. As you can see, the city of Evermore has a little bit more to it than the last village that we were exploring. That does make it a little bit harder to find the different taverns and stores and temples and whatnot. There will be a lot more of each thing. But because there is a king in this area, there are other kinds of quests available that aren't available in a village. Right now, everything is still closed, so we're just wandering around, killing goblins, making Evermore a safer place. Now that I've found this temple, I might as well label it in case I need a disease cured or something later. So yeah, here we are. Mirielle has found herself a decent-sized city to do business in, and she also has a bit of a plan. She wants to earn enough money to buy herself a decent shield spell. She has located the Evermore Mages Guild, and we'll just mark that on our map. So she'll find herself maybe a little inn nearby, and in the morning her plan is to have them identify the bracers that she found in the Imperial Dungeon. She knows they're magical in some way, but until she knows exactly what they are, she cannot sell them for what they're worth. The Mages Guild isn't open right now because it's still too early in the morning. So she might crash for a couple hours at a nearby inn. Here's one. Let's find the entrance. Oh, what have we here? A lovely lady standing under a street light in a low-cut top. Of course, you don't want to make any assumptions because, I mean, we saw how the lady was dressed on the cover of the box. But yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Now, when I say I'm looking for work, I don't necessarily mean your type of work, but if you have any... Okay, well, yeah, she's not a particularly nice whore either. This looks like our best bet for an inn to rest in. Oh, please let it have a good name. The Dirty Cup. Alright, well, we're just sleeping here. We're not drinking, so it's fine. Once she's rested a bit, she's going to head to the Evermore Mages Guild to see about identifying those bracers she found. Now, this particular branch of the Mages Guild looks a little bit like it was designed by Shalador himself. That's a bit of a lore in-joke because labyrinthian. Anywho, while Mirielle is getting lost in the halls of the Evermore Mages Guild, let's talk a little bit about the guild in general. The Mages Guild has been around for about 1,000 years at this point, in one form or other. It was started by a high elf by the name of Vanus Galarian, and because he was kind of an arch nemesis of Manamarco, the guild historically has really frowned on necromancy. Officially, it's entirely forbidden, but at this point in the Third Era, they have a tendency to sort of overlook that. Okay, well, this is creepy. Where is everybody? What's with this empty chair? What? Whoa! Dude, you really need better lighting in here. Okay, let's find out what kind of bracers we have here. Okay, so basically he's going to charge me almost all the money I have. So let's hope that they're worth more than that. At the Mages Guild they also sell magic items, but you really kind of have to hope that you loot some in dungeons and get the kind you want, because who has 25,000 gold just lying around? Not me. So I've got Bracers of Wizard's Fire. I actually don't have any idea what that is. They are bracers that cast a spell called Wizard's Fire, but I don't know how that translates into money. Hopefully more than 487 gold. So we'll just ask around for the nearest store where I can sell them. A lovely snowy day in Evermore. Ah, this looks like a good place to try. I'm going to mark that it's a store on the map in case I need one later. Theodorian? Wasn't that the name of the guy who harassed me in Carthrin Vale? Wow. I don't know where to click here. Eek. This is the point at which Mirielle gets so flummoxed by a 4-digit price that she sort of forgets how numbers work and just starts making these really bizarre counteroffers that make no sense whatsoever. Like, I just entered the year one time, like I just forgot numbers. Let's try a random 1300. Ah, and then finally he's back in the game here. He's not going to kick me out of the store. 1247 is the price we settle on. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I still have a staff to get rid of. Gold. Yeah, let's see if we can annoy Theodorian with some more horrible counteroffers. Yeah, I talked him into the original price he suggested. Well done. So at these stores, They do sell armor, but only what you can equip on your character, so they won't show you stuff you can't use. That means it doesn't show me a heck of a lot. So a funny thing happened on the way to the thirsty pit. Mirielle came there looking for some work, and a mysterious lady asked her to escort her younger sister, Elizen. That's fine, Mirielle's getting used to doing this kind of work. So she sets out to the tool store that Elizen needs to be escorted to. But she gets outside and she asks somebody for directions and notices that it's already past sunset. Not only that, but this lady isn't entirely sure where the tool store is, which means that she would be wandering around after dark with this nice young lady in tow, which doesn't seem safe, so she has to turn back around to the thirsty pit and ask for a room for the night. Here's the thing, though. Elizen is in her company now, just until she's been escorted to her destination. So she tries for a double, but it's twice the price, and she's still a little concerned about having enough money for her spells, so she gets a single room for both of them. So here we have a nice young blue-haired lady who apparently likes using tools. And we also have Mirielle, who is a devotee of Dibella. And they're just gonna share a room with only one bed and find some way to occupy themselves for let's say 12 hours or so. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Welcome back to the Mages Guild, and it's time for Mirielle to spend all that delicious money that she made. And at last, buy herself a potentially very powerful shield spell. Yeah, let's get 25 hit points per level. That means that by level 12, she'll have 200 extra hit points. Oh, I gotta think of a good name for it. Let's think of something really creative and exciting. Yeah, that's the ticket. And there it is. It's done. Mirielle is so excited. She feels ready to take on the world. So she's basically just gonna sprint for the city gates and get ready to slay some monsters out in the wilderness. Here she goes, sprinting for the city gates. Yeah, sprinting straight for him. She's also going to briefly run into a tree, but then she's going to sprint right for the gate. And we'll see how she does next time.